Good day, students. It's nice to see you today. In this lesson, we are going to looking at the topic languages. In the aim of the lesson to develop language, communicative and critical thinking, cultural competencies and creativity, to enlarge vocabulary related to the topic languages, to improve speaking and writing skills. Plan of the lesson to identify the definition of the word a language, to consider ways of learning languages, to study the advantages of learning languages, to define difficulties of learning languages. Students, whenever you think of or heard the word language, what comes to your mind? Language is a system of communication that humans use to express thoughts, ideas, emotions, and information. It's made up of symbols, sounds, words, or signs that are combined according to the specific rules, grammar, to create meaning. Here are the main ways of learning language, methods and approaches. First, formal learning, studying grammar, vocabulary, and rules in the structured way. Teaching led lessons, textbooks, and exercise, common in schools, universities, and language centers. Immersion, learning by living in the language environment, living in the country where the language is spoken. Practicing daily with the native speakers, learning natural thought through listening, speaking, and context. Third, self-study, using books, apps, Duolingo, Memrise, online resources, and videos. Setting personal goals and practicing independently. Flexible but requires motivation and discipline. For communicative practice, speaking with others, language exchange, conversation clubs, practicing dialogues, role plays, and real-life conversation. Focus more on fluence than strict grammar. 5, media and technology. Watching movies, listening to music, podcasts, or audiobooks. Using games, social media, or online platforms to practice. Helps with listening, pronunciation, and cultural understanding. Bilingual method, translation approach. Learning by translating from native language to target language helps beginners understand structure but may slow fluence. Natural methods, children's way, learning like babies, listening, repeating, and imitation. No focus on the grammar at first, just communication. Next, now we will consider the adjectives of learning languages. B helps to better communication, career opportunities, cultural understanding, brain development, travel benefits, academic growth, confidence building, global citizens. Now let's pass difficulties of learning language. First is pronunciation. Second is the grammar rules. Third, vocabulary. 4, listening skills. 5, speaking practice. Next is writing. 7, cultural differences. Time and motivation. Now please don't think that it is difficult to learn a language. With the help of your teacher, you will pass this hard status. Now let's do some exercises, meaningful quotations about language. At home, please look at these quotations and find which one is suitable and which you can understand and find out, and please write down an essay and send it to your teacher. Next, now students answer the questions about topics language relying on your knowledge you obtained today. First, what is the definition of the word language? Second, what are the main ways of learning language? Next, why is learning language important for communication and culture? Next, what are the advantages of learning foreign language? What difficulties do learners usually face when studying a new language? How can people overcome the challenges of learning language? Now, next exercise. On this page, you can see descriptive writing tasks about language. Choosing one of them and write 215 word essay. First, write a description text explaining what language is, describing it as a tool of communication, meaning mention speaking, spoken, written, and sign form, and show why people need language. Second, describe different ways of learning and language, schools, self-study, immersion, media, etc. Write about which way you find the most effective and why. Third, describe at least 3 advantages: travel, job, culture, and brain. And 2 difficulties: grammar, pronunciation, and time. Give examples from your own experience or from people you know. Next, here is the research project. First, please, how language reflects culture and shapes communication. Please, first of all, you have to read this text carefully and answer to the question. Here are the questions: how do language and culture influence each other in daily communication? Second, what are some language of words or expressions that exist in one language but have no exact translation in another? What do they reveal with that culture? And third, how do different cultures use language to show respect, politeness, and formality? If you don't know the word, please use dictionary. Next, conclusion. It is the time to conclude today's lesson. The definition of the word language was identified. The ways of learning language were considered. The advantages of learning language were studied. The difficulties of learning language were defined. Goodbye, students. See you next lesson.